second person that I let know that I was diagnosed with breast cancer, and those were the first words that she said to me, and it stuck with me throughout my entire journey. I am a woman of action, so, don't just tell me that you're going to do something. Your actions, speak so much more than your words, and she was there. I mean, not only did she say she was going to do something, but she actually did it. I had coworkers and friends. I'm a teacher, so I had colleagues that would cook dinner for me with days that I just did not feel like cooking food or eating. I had my school nurse, God bless her. I mean, when I was working, she stayed on me, the entire way. They made sure that I had what I needed. If I needed any breaks from the kids, they had everything in place where I could just rest. And I would say what I didn't want to hear, I'm going to go back to the hair situation when going through the chemo. When I lost my hair, I had a friend to tell me, well, it's just hair. It's going to grow back. Again, you are not in the position that I'm in. You're not going through what I am going through. It may be just hair for you, but it is not just hair for me. And you're not the one that is seeing clumps of hair falling out day after day. Right. So that's definitely something that we're not.
It pretty much hit home for you, and you hit home for you. I really appreciate your comment. Just hold that thought for me, sis, because we have 2 other callers calling in, and we're gonna find out where they're calling from. Looks like a New York call. Area code 646, last 4 digits 6241. Your name and where you're calling from.
Hey, this is Dr. Alexia. I'm calling from Long Island, New York.
Nice. Thanks for calling, Alexia. I'm from New York, so I recognize the 646 number. Thanks for calling in. So we're in with our guests tonight, Marissa and Jasmine. The group is called For the Breast of Us. From the Breast of Us. You can follow them on breastofus.com, and these are some badass ladies that are representing women of color to the fullest and advocates for breast cancer. So this is what the show is dedicated to tonight. Are you calling in with any questions for the ladies? I'm taking questions for the ladies only. We are not going to get into testimonies or your books or anything like that, sisters. We are getting into questions for my featured guest for tonight.
Nope, I was just calling in to listen and support, and I'm just grateful to be on the line with you ladies.
Okay, thank you for calling in, sis.
Thank you.
Thank you. So you stay on the line. You can definitely stay there. And if by chance when I get back to you, if you have anything that comes to mind once you continue to hear the interview, feel free to ask, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, sis. We also have area code 346, last 4 digits 5035. Your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Yes,
My
ma'am.
name is Shatisha Morgan, and I'm calling from Houston, Texas.
Nice, Shatisha. Now, have you been listening to part of the show tonight? And do you have any questions for Marissa or Jack? Thank you. So, do you have any questions for the sisters tonight?
No, I just came on to listen. I'm actually cancer free. I got diagnosed back in January of this year, and I had my last surgery 2 months ago. And I really wish that, I'm glad that you ladies are doing everything that you're doing, but I wish that I had known about you ladies while I was going through what I went through.
We didn't exist.
Very,
we just launched in May.
Yeah, the ladies just got started. So this is what we're going to do for everyone that is listening tonight. What I would love for everyone to do is start following the sisters on Instagram, and also you can find this broadcast tonight. It will go on Facebook. And I will tag Marissa and Jasmine in this. And if you want to find them, ladies, tell the ladies where they can find you guys.
Okay. We are at For the Breast of Us on Instagram and Facebook. And our individual pages, I'm at Brave Beauty 26. And what's your Instagram page, Marissa?
It is Marissa DT28.
And that's your Instagram page, correct?
That is my Instagram page. That is also my Twitter handle as well. So, yeah, you can find me there at both of those on my personal pages, and then, of course, the group page that we have. But, Shatisha, I believe you actually wrote a blog for us as well, correct?
Let me see. Which one is Shatisha? Is she your girlfriend from last four digits, 5549? Is that her?
No, she was just the last one that you had picked up the call on from Houston.
Okay, let me bring her back in. Go ahead, Shatisha.
Yes, it's me. Yes,
okay, yeah. So, yeah. I thought so when I heard your name. Yeah, so everybody that's listening, if you go onto the website.
Marissa is the woman of the hour, guys. Like, Marissa is the queen bee. She's our little Kim of For the Breast of Us, because everybody is definitely on board with Miss Marissa. So all hail the queen, Marissa. You are a badass, sis.
Well, can I be? Wait, but can I be Beyonce tonight though? Can I be her? Or is that
yes? If you're gonna be B, then Jazz, who are you gonna be?
I'm here.
I'm definitely Cardi B for tonight, guys, because I am that chick that will pop off, and I'm definitely one of those that will stand for everything and fall for nothing. So sometimes I do get a little passionate. I've learned to refrain from the F-bombs and everything. So I definitely will be that Cardi B for everybody tonight, because I'm one of those that's kicking indoors. I love her, too.
Yeah.
Like, she's a Bronx girl, and I know sometimes she's a hard pill to swallow with some people, but her heart is in the right place, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
And let me plug Shatisha's blog real quick while everybody's on the line. So if you're on the website, the title of her blog is Breast Cancer Taught Me to Be Truthful. Please go on ahead and read her blog and see what she has to say. She is a young mother of 7 from the Houston area. So definitely go check her out and see what she has to say.
And plus, Miss Shatisha, how do you find time to sleep, work, take a shower, and have 7 kids?
I know, right? I had no time to cry. No time to cry. None.
Wow. You know what? It makes me, when I hear you ladies speak, it reminds me of a scene from that Tyler Perry movie when it's the one when the girl was getting beaten by Terrence Blanchard. What was the actor when he was beating his girlfriend before he was marrying her? And there was a scene when they were at the pool, and she says, "That's what black women got to do. It's not what we want to do; it's what we got to do." So that stood out when you said that. I empathize for you because I have to be quite honest with you. I have no one here. Like, there is no one in my corner physically with me. I have been going through all of the surgeries by myself, recovering by myself, sitting down with doctors on my own. I'm not saying this to feel proud about it, but this has been Ty by herself journey, and thankfully I have support from social media. That's really been the backbone of my support, along with friends of mine from Virginia State University. It's really been a just by myself journey that has brought my mindset to a different level of I didn't realize I was capable and this strong, and so I feel humbled when I hear people say, and I'm sure you ladies have heard this, you're so strong, or man, I don't know if I could get through this like you. And it's not that I want to get through it. It's just that once you're hit with this, you have no choice. It's like, what are you going to do? You're going to lay there and die, or you're going to fight. And it's one of those things that God puts in when he puts it on your plate, you got to eat that and get full and say, all right, God, give me seconds because I'm ready. That's how I feel.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So we're going to continue with the conversation. Ladies, you guys have a badass website. I love your website. And tell me a little bit about, there's a young lady who, Baddies Talk Back, conversation with TGIN CEO and breast cancer survivor, Christia Donaldson. Tell me a little bit about her because I see her on your website. I've seen her on your posts. Any bit of information you guys want to share about her?
Jasmine, I'll let you take that one.
Well, Christia is the CEO of Thank God It's Natural. It's a hairline you guys might be familiar with. You can find it in like Target and Walgreens and all of those places. And she just so happens to be a breast cancer survivor. And she's also just recently wrote a book. So it was pretty cool for her. Like, they have 100K followers. It was pretty cool for her to take the time and do a Q&A with us. And she got pretty vulnerable and shared, like, what she thought were some of her challenges. And I think what's awesome about For the Breast of Us and really about what we're trying to do is, like, it's no holds bars. It's just like, how do you feel? And it's the women that write about their honesty and their opinions, even though they don't know if they're going to be popular or not. Those are the women that resonate the most with people. And Christia, being a prominent woman, sharing her vulnerabilities, that was pretty cool on that blog.
Wow. And, you know, her pictures, and this is not even when I see you ladies, I think all of you women are beautiful. And it has nothing to do with the exterior. It's like God's given me that gift of vision. I see your hearts, and your hearts are in the right place, that you exude, and you have this glow about you that just resonates within other women, because the smiles you guys give, her smile, it looks like it just lights up a room. And I want to ask you, we'll start with Marissa, why now are you feeling like I am golden, I am badass, I'm warrior, I'm for the breast of us? What gives you that like get up and go about you now that at one time you might have questioned yourself about?
It's mostly just time. I mean, it's due time. I mean, overdue, but it's time for our stories to be uplifted just as a community. So women of color, you know, African American, Hispanic, Asian, Native American, et cetera, can all have a place that they can go, read somebody's stories that they can connect with, and see different things that they can not only just connect with, but that they are going through in their lives. And it's time for this to be happening, and it's time for others to be noticing that it is out here and that they need to elevate their stories as well. And as well as just, you know, elevating their stories, they need to be listening to them. They need to support them, especially when it comes to clinical trials. Last week and then this week, we are doing a series, Demystifying Clinical Trials, just to answer everyone's questions, what they have behind that, and get more people involved. You shouldn't wait until you are diagnosed with the illness like cancer to be involved in a clinical trial. You should actually get started now. So anybody that's listening to us right now, definitely look in your area, check in with your local medical centers and see what clinical trials are available that you could support in. I think when people hear clinical trials, the first thing that they think is that, okay, I'm going to have to be taking some medication, or they're going to need to be drawing some type of blood or anything, and that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes these clinical trials are you just have to go online and take a survey, and that's it. And it's real quick, and you never know what that's going to do down the line for somebody else that is going to need these type of treatments and things of that nature.
So, Marissa, when you say clinical trials, how does a person go about getting themselves involved in clinical trials? Do they need to volunteer? Do they need to Google something? How would they get started?
Well, they could start on our website for sure. We have a section under our resource library for clinical trials, and they can click there. There are a couple of different resources for them they could click on one, they could see what clinical trials are in their area, they can narrow it down to the type of disease or clinical trial that they want to participate in. I know sometimes when people get on websites, it can be a little bit too jumbled and you don't want to have to look in that far. Dr. Susan Love